What's going on, everybody? I'm Shy, and this is the Dollar Tree. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Yes. All right. As a matter of fact, put a 1 in the chat if you're a new subscriber, a recent subscriber, so I know who you are, so I can shout you out. All right. But anyway, in this video, we're going to talk about when you should be buying Bitcoin, in my opinion, the buy signal, in my opinion, for altcoins and all of such in the market. But first, gotta give you a price update on Algorand and Swipe. So I recently did a video about price setup for Algorand and Swipe. Let's start with Algorand. It did exactly what we expected it to do. And what was that? We expected it to come back down and retest down toward closer to that 27 cents. However, I want to see Algorand really recover and start to build back up toward that 35, 36 cents, break it and hold it before Bitcoin decides to pull back. Because when Bitcoin finally decides to start really pulling back to fill that futures gap at 9,600 and lower, I want to see that bounce at that 27 cents for Algorand. Of course, the 27 cents set your alert should be where you should be trying to get in at if you want to start like an accumulation zone. As for Swipe, as expected, wasn't a good time. It did pull back because it already had this run up. It kind of bounced around that $1.26, $1.27 area. I'm not going to throw it up on the screen. You can go ahead and watch the video. I talked about it. Got to be careful with a lot of these coins. Started to pull back. However, as again, they bounced. So like I stated in that video, go ahead and take a look at it. Once they bounce, you'll be like, oh, it's down, it's pulling back. But a month and a half, 2 months from now, you'll be like, oh, it's still up 50% over the last 30, 40 days or so. So watch out for something like that happening, all right? That doesn't mean FOMO in. But let's get right to it. So speaking of futures gaps, that's my buy signal for Bitcoin. I'm not going to go take this whole video going ringing around the rosy with it. The buy signal for me for Bitcoin, even though I have no interest in buying Bitcoin, is the futures gap. And if it doesn't go fill the futures gap, now, when it ends up making new all-time highs before it fills the future gap, no problem, because I have no interest in buying Bitcoin anyway. Why? I guess let me know let me know in the comment section if you want to know why. But as far as Bitcoin, that's my thing. I look for Bitcoin to come down and fill out futures gap around 96, 9,700. I actually, like I stated in some previous videos, go ahead and take a look, that I expect Bitcoin to come back down to at least, if it pulls back now, you're going to see 8,000, 8,500. If it runs up 13, 14,000, something that, as I mentioned before, Chico Crypto has mentioned, going up to around 14, 15,000, retesting the previous run up, and then coming back down, dropping 30, 35, 40% or whatever the case may be, which I can concur with if that happens, because as I stated in my video, whatever happens in between that is just chop. If you decide to trade it, that's on you, but not necessarily my cup of tea. So as far as everything else in the market, it's kind of correlated to Bitcoin. Yes, you're going to have these coins that are going to be running up and doing a little bit of price recovery in the medium, but it all comes down to Bitcoin. What are you doing? You're going up, you're going down, you're going around. So if people want to decide to get into trades, if you're doing a day trade or week-to-week trade or every couple day trade, you're going to have to just get in and get out. Take your profits, get in and get out, and sit to the side, because when you're buying mid-market, when you're trying to invest mid-market, that's pretty much what you're stuck with, because Bitcoin can pull back and take the entire market with it. And of course, recently with Bitcoin being connected to the US dollar, gold, traditional markets, the stocks, exchanges, things like that, it's going to go down with everything else. In most cases, in many cases, it will do that. But primarily, if Bitcoin comes back down, in many cases, that's people cashing out, pulling away profits, and then cashing out of Bitcoin. They're going from BTC pairs. They're going from their BTC pair, altcoin, into BTC, and then out of BTC. Or they're just going straight from BTC out of BTC into USDT. Or they're going from the USDT paired altcoins, and they're just pulling out and going to USDTC. But yes, you're still going to see select altcoins, like I stated. You'll be figuring out, oh, the market's pulling back, but you'll see something like Pivx or something like that pumping. What's going on here? All right, UNISWAP. Previous video, I talked about UNISWAP. Very good video. What did I tell you I thought the price was going to do? And many times it does what before it goes up? Breaks lower. I'm not going to spill the beans on that video. That actually is one of the better performing videos of the channel, and I think it's important that you get the perspective that I was presenting in that video as far as price prediction, what I thought it was going to do, things like that. So go ahead and take a look at the video. Great video. Like it. It's not a lot of information on Uniswap right now. It's going to follow what the market is doing. And right now, what is the market doing? Nothing, not much, very little. You might get a pump here and there, but it's short-lived because people are doing what I said. They're getting in and getting out, taking profits. So all in all, let's start with it. Buy signal. When is it time to buy? What is the should I buy now type thing? No FOMO. All right. Should I buy now is basically search for a coin that hasn't really run up and has significant pullback to major support. Scan the charts. Where Bitcoin goes, most of the market's going to go. 70, 80, 90% of the market's going to go. I know that's a wide range, 70, 80, 90, but that's basically how it all plays out in many cases. So a lot of these coins are going to have to start recovering. If we are in a bullish market, you want to see these coins start to recover toward the beginning of this month, end of this month, beginning of next month, November, pull back a little bit more, reset. And then after tax harvesting at the end of the year, because we can conclude that it's pretty much connected, very closely connected, not 100%, but it's very closely connected to the dollar, gold, and regular stocks. So if you see, a little bit of pullback, tax harvesting toward the end of the year, and then again, we start the new year off right. A lot of people looking to invest in the markets after the price is kind of settled and the people have made whatever move they're going to make, for the most part. So be patient, have money on the side, ready to go. Scan the markets looking for great opportunities. Watch these coins as they bounce and they start to recover. Find great entry point, because if you would have gotten in before on Algorand, you would have had to take those profits pretty early. Now, I know a lot of people new to the channel or probably new to crypto are going to say, how am I not supposed to pull out, after 8% or 10% or at this price? That's why I did the video that I'm going to put a card for right here about a trading group that has many videos that I am in as well. It's not my trading group. However, I am in the trading group. It's a great benefit, guys. Invest in yourself. And in that trading group, it's basically going to tell you, Chris is going to tell you that he's got a catalog of videos that's going to teach you guys how to understand the market and trade it. So when you do that, you can see the transition in the market, whether you're watching a MACD or other indicators, that would have told you, okay, I need to sell now. Damon sold the top. I don't know if he wanted me to tell you that, but so whatever the case may be, that's just what it is, guys. We have to invest and understand basic technical analysis and know how to read many of these indicators to make those choices to benefit. It came back down and bounced where we expected it to. If that was your entry point, right around that 11.5, 12.5 cent, I said 11.5, 12.5 cent. Excuse me, around that 31 cent range for Algorand, you want to try and test that pump up, that run up back to around 33 to 35 cent. Which would be around 5 to 8% gains. Not much, nothing that I particularly gamble on. I like more of the more midterm hold style trades where it's like I'm setting it. I'm looking at entry point to add to my position depending on where my original get in price is, and then build from there. So in closing, I've said this in previous videos, and I'll say it again. It's not just about getting in the market, it's when you get in. All right. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think as far as when should we all be, when should people be looking at trying to get into the markets, buying Bitcoin, buying altcoins, but most importantly, learn basic technical analysis, learn how to read these charts and things like that. So you're more efficient as far as your entry. You can be more calculated and do not FOMO into the market. Okay. Also, let me know what you guys want to know in the next video. I've got a ton of videos that's crypto and uncrypto related that I personally want to do and to get out. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. You can follow us on Instagram at the.dollar.tree. You can follow me, Sha, on Instagram at I'm Leo Calm, CALM. You can also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm Leo Calm, same thing, CALM. Appreciate everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think about maybe price prediction, looking at charts, things like that. What I really want to do as well before I get out of here, for all you guys who stuck around a little bit later in the video, what I really want to do is I want to do like a group trade, right? Something that I really want to wait for Patreon to do it, because then, you know, I don't have to worry about doing all these types of edits and things like that. We could just set up a Patreon, group funded, where we can all sit in a group and share different charts and things like that. One trade though, like a group trade, like we're all not a group pump and dump. That's not it. That's not it. But just something that we're all going to be looking at, thinking about getting in, scanning charts, things like that. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.